Now, Facebook hate speech row has turned into a full-blown political war. Congress MP Rahul Gandhi alleges that BJP and the RSS control Facebook, WhatsApp in India and said that BJP uses these tools to spread fake news. These remarks came after a Western media outlet claimed that Facebook deliberately ignored hate posts of the BJP. After this report, Congress sought a joint parliamentary committee probe into these allegations. In fact, IT Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad, hitting back, said that the Congress cannot control its own party and is cribbing about BJP controlling the whole world. Amid the political row, Facebook responded to Congress's allegations. A social media giant working with BJP, Facebook spokesperson said that they prohibit hate speech and content that incite violence and said that they enforce these policies irrespective of any political position or party.
BJP MLA from Hyderabad's Gosha Mahal, T. Raja Singh, is in opposition crosshair for alleged hate posts on Facebook and claims that the social media giant dealt him with kid gloves. T. Raja Singh's political rival, the AIMIM, has referred to Western media outlets' report and questioned if Facebook has ignored its rules against hate-mongering. Congress targeted Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg and questioned appointment of Facebook Public Policy Director Ankhi Das. It claimed that she stopped the social media major's action against Raja Singh due to her proximity with the BJP.
हम लोग ये पूछना चाहते हैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी से कि वो बताएं कि डॉक्टर रश्मि दास, जो कि जवाहरलाल नेहरू यूनिवर्सिटी की एबीवीपी की प्रेसिडेंट रही हुई है, जिन्होंने जेएनयू के वायलेंस को सही अपने एक इंटरव्यू में बताया, वो अंकी दास के साथ में उनके क्या रिलेशन है, क्या उनके किस तरीके से वो उनके रिश्तेदार हैं, ये इस बात का जरा भारतीय जनता पार्टी बताए। आज कांग्रेस पार्टी ये मांग करती है कि इसके लिए जेपीसी को बिठाया जाना चाहिए और ये जॉइंट पार्लियामेंट्री कमेटी इस बात को इन्वेस्टिगेट करे कि क्या फायदे फेसबुक और व्हाट्सएप को पहुंचाने के लिए ये कोशिश करी जा रही है।
Firebrand Raja Singh, who is no stranger to controversies, hit back at his detractors, claiming that he has no official account on Facebook and is not responsible for what fan accounts or imposters post.
मेरा फेसबुक अकाउंट जो एक मेरा ऑफिशियल अकाउंट था 2018 में उस अकाउंट को हैक करके ब्लॉक कर दिया गया, जिसकी कंप्लेंट मैंने यहाँ के साइबराबाद कमिश्नर को दी है। मेरा सिर्फ एक ऑफिशियल यूट्यूब अकाउंट है और मेरा एक ऑफिशियल ट्विटर अकाउंट है। कभी हमने उस अकाउंट में किसी प्रकार का कोई भड़काऊ भाषण हमने कभी नहीं डाला है।
The BJP MLA also questioned the silence on what he claimed hate-mongering by the Owaisi brothers.
अकबरुद्दीन ओवैसी ने तो कहा कि 100 करोड़ हिंदुओं को मैं खत्म कर दूंगा। उसका भी आज भी ऑफिशियल अकाउंट चल रहा है, यूट्यूब चैनल चल रहा है, उनका तो एक चैनल चल रहा है। कभी उन पे किसी ने कोई कार्रवाई नहीं की, लेकिन आज मुझे टारगेट किया जा रहा है। ये सरासर गलत है।
A Western media outlet had claimed that Facebook deliberately ignored hate posts so as not to cause red faces for the BJP.
Ahead of Parliament session, this particular news item of one international news journal has triggered a massive political controversy where opposition parties are targeting BJP because the allegation is linked to its Telangana MLA T. Raja Singh, who in fact has denied all the allegation and claimed that he doesn't own or operate any Facebook account. With camera person Damodar, Ashish in Hyderabad for India Today.
A fight between Mamata government there versus Bengal governor has once again come to fore. Governor Jagdeep Dhankar has made an explosive claim saying that Raj Bhavan has been placed under surveillance. Governor Dhankar, attacking Mamata Banerjee, said that Bengal government has been undermining the sanctity of Raj Bhavan and vowed that those behind will pay a price according to rule of law. Furthermore, Governor said that Bengal has lost its democracy and has turned into a political police state. Giving a rebuttal to the governor, TMC MP Mahua Moitra rubbished the governor's claim, saying that surveillance is better done in the BJP ruled in Gujarat.
For last 1 year, it happened with the assembly, gate being locked. I hope it never occurs again. I go to university, chamber of the Vice Chancellor is locked. I hope it never happens again. On the Constitution Day, I am made to be in queue at number 6. I hope it never happens again. My address to the Assembly, blacked out from media. I hope it never happens again. These are not the signs of democracy. These are not the signs of freedom. These are the indicators of police state. These are indications that our democracy is being compromised. It is with heavy heart I am telling all of you, your Raj Bhavan is under surveillance. That should never happen. How can Raj Bhavan, how can Office of Constitutional Head be under surveillance? A list prepared at Raj Bhavan can leave Raj Bhavan only with my sanction.
गवर्नर साहब ने जो कमेंट की है जरूर उसका कोई लॉजिक होगा, लेकिन उसमें मुझे कुछ कहना नहीं है। मेरा जो कहना है कि वहाँ खाली गवर्नर नहीं है, हमारी सारे नेताओं के ऊपर सर्विलेंस होता है, फोन टैपिंग होता है, उनको रास्ता में उतरने से कार्यक्रम में जाने के लिए बाधा डाला है, खुद मुझे भी बार बार रोका जाता है। तो ये वहाँ की है विरोधी राजनीति करने वाले लोगों के साथ उनका कोई डेमोक्रेटिक राइट्स नहीं है, उनका कोई राजनीतिक अधिकार नहीं है, उनको अपने इच्छा से कार्यक्रम करने में जाने में भी अनुमति नहीं है।
Well, this is very sad that so many governors are coming under fire for blatantly partisan attitude. That wasn't the expected role of the governors under the Constitution.
Moving on, big revelations coming in the China Hawala gate. Intelligence agencies suspect that key accused Luo Sang was gathering information about Dalai Lama and his associates. Take a look at this report.
He was allegedly the brain behind 1,000 crore Hawala scam involving Chinese companies. And now the China Hawala gate just got even bigger. Investigation agencies suspect Chinese national Luo Sang was possibly running an espionage racket also, snooping on Tibetan spiritual leader, the Dalai Lama. Tax authorities probing Chinese Hawala racket found payment of 2 to 3 lakh rupees to several lamas in Delhi who are also aide of the Dalai Lama. Chinese application WeChat was used for all communication. India last month banned WeChat and over 100 Chinese apps following Galwan clash in June. The government also cited security concerns.
Office boys working with Luo Sang have told IT department that they were dropping off cash packets for associates of Dalai Lama. The question is, why did he need more information on Dalai Lama and who involved the racket of espionage?
The Income Tax Department has tracked down a Delhi-based chartered accountant who was helping Luo Sang in Hawala transactions, running 40 dubious bank accounts. Probe agencies have tracked 300 crore rupees Hawala transactions linked to Hong Kong. Luo Sang, a Chinese national, was arrested on 11th August in a raid by the Income Tax Department for money laundering and representing fake Chinese companies in these transactions.
Employees of many more banks are under the IT head radar because of aiding the Chinese Hawala kingpin. The modus operandi has emerged clearly that bigger Chinese firms were showing purchases of smaller firms and generating bogus bills. Now, the IT is investigating as to how and who all were part of this modus operandi. With camera person Ravi Kant, this is Kamaljeet Sandhu in Delhi for India Today.
Now, days after Mahendra Singh Dhoni called it quits, a new video of Sushant Singh Rajput with his sisters has surfaced. Sushant's sisters are seen lauding the actor for playing Dhoni in the famed cricketer's biopic. Sushant's family has claimed that the actor shared close ties with them, but Ria tore the family apart. Here's a detailed report.
But a captain here trying to make a statement.
the real-life Dhoni, who portrayed Captain Cool. In sharp focus, the day India's most successful skipper bowed out. Just a day after Dhoni announced retirement from international cricket, an undated video of Sushant Singh Rajput is going viral.
My brother has become Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Sushant Singh Rajput is seen with all his four sisters after his film MS Dhoni, The Untold Story, went on to become a raging hit. The video shows Sushant's sisters having a gala time with the actor, lauding him for playing the role of the cricketer.
This is Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
My brother has become Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
Sorry, figure.
We are so proud of this.
We should cut a Dhoni figure. Not a sorry figure.
The new video of siblings surfaced days after India Today accessed videos from January this year, showing Sushant celebrating his last birthday with his family members in Panchkula. The actor there also was seen having a great time with his family. In another video, Sushant Singh Rajput can be seen singing a devotional song. Sushant's family reveals the actor shared a close bond until Riya Chakrabarti entered into his life, only to allegedly tear it apart. In its FIR in Patna, the family says Riya gradually assumed complete control over Sushant Singh Rajput, including his finances.
He is one of those few clients.
However, Rajput's personal lawyer, Priyanka Khemani, who handled actors' legal and business matters, have refuted family claims.
Sushant, to the best of my knowledge at least, Sushant made his own decisions when it came to handling his finances. He would seek advice, seek counsel, and as was my job, along with, even, say, for example, as accountant, we would give advice, lend counsel, but ultimately the Sushant that I know made his own decisions.
So what led to a joyful family losing their star son? What led to a talented actor pulling the curtains on a promising career? Will the Enforcement Directorate, which is looking at 4 crucial bank accounts of Sushant Singh Rajput, unearth the truth eventually? Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, monsoon rains have wreaked havoc in several parts of the country. Low-lying areas in states like Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Bihar, Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh currently witnessing flood-like situation. Red alert has been sounded in 5 districts in Telangana: Adilabad, Warangal, Nizamabad, Karimnagar and Medak. Heavy to extremely heavy rainfall is expected in these districts. Parts of Rajasthan also receiving heavy downpour. In Alwar, 2 children aged 10 years and 6 years died after being washed away in an open drain. Incessant rainfall has led to flood-like situation in Surat. Roads are flooded. Water has entered residential colonies in Limbayat area of the city there. Bihar's Darbhanga has also been reeling under flood crisis for the last 25 days. A college campus in the city has been completely inundated. Now, heavy monsoon rains have wreaked havoc in the state of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Several of those low-lying areas are flooded, bringing normal life to a standstill. A situation may worsen further as the weather office there has predicted more rains in coming days.
Roads flooded. People wading through waist-deep waters. Rivers swollen. Normal life in Telangana's Warangal has come to a standstill as incessant monsoon rains wreak havoc. Flood-like situation exists in several low-lying areas in the state. Residential colonies along the banks of Munneru River have been inundated, with water seeping inside houses. In Bhopalpalli district, 12 farmers trapped in floodwater were airlifted by the army. The farmers had gone to their fields to pump out excess water when they were caught in overflowing streams. Neighbouring Andhra is also battling flood fury. In Krishna district, 3 people were caught in floodwater. NDRF team deployed at the site managed to rescue them to safety. In Vishakhapatnam, 18 tribal hamlets in remote Munchangiputtu have been cut off as streams and lakes are overflowing.
Both Godavari and river Krishna, they are swelled, they are receiving very heavy inflow of water because heavy to very heavy rainfall in their catchment area. Meanwhile, both the state government, they are keeping a close watch on rising level of both the river. NDRF has been put on alert, while all the district administration in both the states, they are also monitoring the ground situation. With camera person Damodar, Ashish in Hyderabad for India Today.
Ahead of crucial US presidential elections, the bid to woo the Indian-American diaspora intensifies. Democratic president nominee there, Joe Biden, pledges to back India if elected on range of issues from Chinese aggression to H-1B visas. Here's our report.
The Indian-American community march in demand in the run-up to the US presidential race. After picking up US Senator of Indian descent Kamala Harris as his running mate, Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden is actively wooing the Desi voters at an event. Biden began by pledging big support for India in its border standoffs, a clear reference to China.
I said if the United States and India became closer friends and partners, then the world will be a safer place. If elected president, I'll continue to believe it and continue what I've long called for, including standing with India and confronting the threats it faces in its own region and along its borders.
Biden even backed Indians facing Trump's H-1B visa crackdown and those facing hate crimes.
My heart goes out to all those of you who have been the targets in a rise in hate crimes and the crackdown of legal immigration, including the sudden and harmful actions on H-1B visas that for decades have made America stronger.
Kamala Harris, on her part, flaunted her Indian roots and values imparted by her mother from Tamil Nadu.
When my mother, Shamala, stepped off the plane in California at 19 years old, she didn't have much in the way of belongings. But she carried with her lessons from back home, including ones she'd learned from her parents, my grandmother, Rajam, and her father, my grandfather, P.V. Gopalan. They taught her that when you see injustice in the world, you have an obligation to do something about it, which is what inspired my mother to march and shout on the streets of Oakland at the height of the civil rights movement.
The influential Indian-American diaspora is key in swinging election in some battleground US states. President Trump during the Howdy Modi tour had reached out to Indian-American diaspora in Houston, Texas last year. All eyes are on the Indian-Americans who traditionally vote for Democrats. Will Biden be successful in thwarting Trump's bid to poach them? Bureau Report, India Today.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.